Ang Buhay OFW ay hatid sa inyo ng San Miguel Corporation, Mega World International, ang property one-stop shop at housing supermarket ng Overseas Pinoy. EGI, E-Ganzon Incorporated, iRemit Global Remittances, may ngiti sa bawat padala.
Sa loob ng 2 taon, iba't ibang kwentong buhay OFW na po ang naihatid namin sa inyo. Ang aming layunin, ang makapagbigay inspirasyon at pag-asa na kahit ano pang hinaharap nating pagsubok sa buhay, ang lahat ay kaya nating mapagtagumpayan. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ang inyong kapatid, Marissa del Mar. At ito ang Buhay OFW. Ngayong gabi, aalamin natin ang kalagayan ng mga kapatid nating OFW sa Indonesia. Sa ating pakikipanayam kay Ambassador Yohanes KRISTIARTO Suryo Legowo, ihahatid namin sa inyo ang kwento ni kapatid JULITO, isang OFW na napauwi ng wala sa oras nang sumiklab ang gyera sa Libya. At bibigyang daan din natin ang pahayag ng mga kapatid nating migrante tungkol sa isyu ng pork barrel. Ang lahat ng yan sa pagbabalik ng Buhay OFW.
iRemit, may ngiti sa bawat padala. iRemit, mag-iRemit.
Good news! Nominations for the Buhay OFW Mr. and Miss Citizens of the World 2014 is now open. Maaari na pong ipadala ang inyong mga natatanging kwentong Buhay OFW and win fabulous prizes. Be the 2014 Buhay OFW Mr. and Miss Citizens of the World at magsilbing inspirasyon para sa mas magandang Buhay OFW.
Buhay OFW. Buhay OFW.
Ang Buhay OFW ay hatid sa inyo ng Mega World International, ang property one-stop shop at housing supermarket ng Overseas Pinoy. Environment Solutions Flood Barriers, Flood Protection and Flood Management. EGI, E-Ganzon Incorporated, General Building and Engineering Construction Company, Poshum Global, The Green Company, Eco-Friendly Steel Frames, Southville International School and Colleges.
Ka-Fellow Shop, providing the best business opportunity.
EGI Resort and Hotel, Mactan, Lapu-Lapu, Cebu City.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome sa Buhay OFW. Maligayang-maligaya po kami ngayon dahil kasama po natin ang napaka-dedicated, very hard-working ambassador ng Indonesia, ang nag-iisa, Ambassador Yohanes KRISTIARTO Suryo Legowo, the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to the Philippines. Good evening, Mr. Ambassador.
Good evening, Marissa. How are you today?
I'm very fine, and you look so good. The last time I saw you was when I visited Madam Cecilia, your beautiful wife, and Mr. Ambassador, who just happened to play golf during that weekend in your residence.
Well, first of all, I would like to welcome you all to the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia, and thank you very much for having me in this program.
It's our pleasure, Mr. Ambassador. Ambassador Legowo, a lot of Filipinos are staying and working on high-level jobs in Indonesia. What do you think are the kind of skills that our Filipinos have?
Well, first of all, I need to mention that the number of the Filipino expatriates living in Indonesia are small compared
Yes.
to those in any other countries.
Yes.
But those who are in Indonesia are highly skilled professionals.
Like?
And on this, I would like to thank them through you
Thank you very much. Our
for their
pleasure.
contribution to the economy of Indonesia. Most of them are professionals, work in the banking sectors, industry, minings, and I would like to mention also that we have so many talented musicians, and I believe that they are attracted to be in Indonesia because their talent and their skills are highly appreciated in my country.
Thank you very much. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, not everybody know that our Ambassador Ligoa is a very good singer and he can sing Tagalog songs. Later ho, pasisilip namin sa inyo yung kanyang beautiful music. Ambassador Ligoa, a lot of people are noticing the Filipinos and the Indonesians that have a lot of things in common. Our fair skin, of course, in the food, the cuisine. What can you say about these similarities, Mr. Ambassador?
Well, of course, the similarity can become an asset
Yes,
in
that's
our
true.
joint effort to enhance the bilateral relations between our two countries. And that is why, that is one aspect why we admire all the Filipino workers who work in Indonesia, because they have the ability to adapt to the local situations. And I think that is because we have a lot of similarity, for example, in cultures.
In cultures.
And because of that also, we always feel comfortable working with our Filipino friends. I think all the employers, they are happy with the performance of our Filipino friends.
Ambassador Ligoa, why is your Indonesian cuisine so good?
Well, actually, our cuisine is quite very much similar to what you have here in the Philippines. That is why I enjoy very much my stay here in the Philippines, because also
Yes.
of the cuisines. Well, with a country with a lot of diversity in culture, it's not surprising that we have a lot of variety also in our cuisine. And I could say that every province in Indonesia, they have their own and unique cuisine. And this could be attributed also to the abundance of spices that we always use. And in addition to that also, we got a lot of influence from the traditions from other countries, like from India, from China, from Europe, and everything. But at least you can find one in common. Our cuisine is always rich, aromatic,
Yes.
and full of flavor.
Yes, that's right. Mr. Ambassador, Ambassador Ligoa, I would just like to ask you, a lot of our employers from Indonesia really love the Filipino workers.
Well, of course, beside their skills and their ability, at least there are three things that I could mention. First, their proficiency in English, and the way they speak English is very much easy for us to understand. And second, I mentioned before, their ability to adapt to the local
Easily.
to the local conditions. And I think that is because of the similarities that we have in terms of culture, for example. So we always feel comfortable working with our Filipino friends. And the third one, we always see the Filipino people have passions in everything that they do. And on this, because of this also, we see the Filipino people, when they do their jobs, they do it with a lot of dedications because they have passion.
I would like now to ask Mr. Ambassador Ligoa, the tourist attractions aside, of course, we have 17,000 beautiful islands. I am a tourist. Where do you want me to go?
Well, of course, we have a lot of things to offer. And of course, that will very much depend on your interests. For example, diving.
Yes.
Beside Bali, we have developed Bunaken and Raja Ampat. I think those are two places has become one of the most famous diving spot in Indonesia. We have a growing number of foreign tourists coming from many countries, including from the Philippines, going to those two places. And they are just wonderful, and it is not far away from the Philippines. So with this, I would like to invite more Filipinos to come to Indonesia and
try
enjoy
and
the
dive.
spots. Yeah. And
Wonderful.
for example, if you're interested more in culture and heritage, beside Bali, we have Yogyakarta, we have West Sumatra, where you can see all the temples, the palace, and everything.
All the historical landmarks, huh?
Correct, yes.
Ambassador Ligoa, I would like to ask you, because recently we had the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and the business delegation from Indonesia. We were there. What is the business climate in Indonesia right now?
Well, I'm not saying that everything has been rosy, but I can confirm to you that we are now on the right track.
Yes.
Because when we want to attract investment, we have to win the confidence of the potential investors. And one of the emphasis that we've been doing so far is eradications of corruptions. Since 2002, we have established a very powerful body called the Commission for the Eradication of Corruptions, and they've been very successful. They have a record of 100% convictions.
Wonderful.
With this, I think we are able to attract more investors. And for your information, our Commission for the Eradication of Corruptions, they just got the Ramon Magsaysay Award from the Philippines. I think this kind of
that's
recognition
nice.
is really a good encouragement for us to improve further the investment climate in Indonesia.
Ambassador Ligoa, how many overseas Filipino workers on top level working in
I
Indonesia?
think I could say around 500 to 1,000.
500 to 1,000.
Yes.
And have you had an encounter with them professionally?
Well, not professionally, but I have the privilege to meet them as friends.
Oh, wonderful. That's
Yeah.
most important. So, what is the category of the friends that you have met?
Well, most of them are professionals, bankers, CEO in some big companies in Indonesia, musician and teachers.
Oh.
Because when I was in Jakarta, all of my kids they study in international schools, in which we had so many Filipino teachers working in that school.
Wow,
Through
that's
that,
nice.
then I have the privilege to meet all of them, and seems that they all happy to stay in my country, as I'm very much happy also to live here in the Philippines.
That's true. And I learned that this is your first post.
Yeah,
Your
as
first
ambassador.
Post
As ambassador.
Okay, wow. The
But-
Philippines is the first.
Yeah, but in
Wonderful.
terms of assignment, this is my fourth assignment.
Fourth assignment.
Yeah.
Mr. Ambassador, Ambassador Ligowo, how do you strengthen the ties between our two countries, the Philippines and Indonesia?
Well, first of all, I need to emphasize that we always attach with importance to our relations with the Philippines. My president always say that the Philippines is not only our close neighbor, it's not only our close friend, but more importantly, the Philippines is also our strategic partners in the region. And of course, we are so happy that I could confirm to you our relation is problem-free, but of course, complacent is not an option. And that is why we are now working very closely with your Department of Foreign Affairs in developing what we call plan of actions, through which we would like to bring the already robust relationship that happily exists between our two countries in a high level. Through this, we would like to identify sectors, sectors that we should focus on, mainly in the economy and cultural sectors.
Ambassador Ligowo, how do you find your stay in the Philippines?
It can be expressed only by one word:
Yes.
very pleasant.
Ambassador Ligowo, what is the upcoming events, trade expo do we have in Indonesia very soon?
Yeah, I think in 2 weeks' time we will have Indonesia Trade Expo, and I'm happy to mention to you that we will have around 22 business people from the Philippines participating in that Trade Expo, and we envisage that a lot of transaction could be made that could be beneficial to the economy of our two countries. And I am pleased to mention also that the trade volume between our two countries is always growing stronger and stronger.
Ambassador Ligowo, what are the tips that you would like to give our overseas Filipino workers who would like to work in Indonesia?
Well, first of all, I would like to mention that I believe that they will not have any difficulties when they have to come to Indonesia and work there. But I think they could do better if they could speak the language. Well, although now we have a growing number of Indonesians speaking good English, but I think that will be very beneficial if they could speak our national language also, because it is widely spoken all over the country. Second, of course, I would like to suggest they should actively establishing networking, and I think that will not be difficult also for them, because as I mentioned to you, we always feel comfortable working with our friends from the Philippines. And third, I think they should explore the country as much as possible.
Ambassador Ligowo, can you please give us a message for our overseas Filipino workers in Indonesia and to our Indonesian people as well and the Philippines?
Well, to all of our Filipino friends who work in Indonesia, first of all, I would like to thank you all for your contribution to the Indonesian economy. And of course, it is our joint responsibility to bring the already strong relationship that happily exists between our two countries to a high level. We should continue working together, not only for the benefit of the people in our two countries, but also to the people in ASEAN, especially when we are now transforming ASEAN to be a community in 2015.
Very well said. On that note, of course, we would like to thank our beloved Ambassador Legowo, but you don't have to go away because I have a very wonderful lady beside me. Of course, mga kapatid sa Buhay OFW, we have the wonderful, the lovely, the dedicated, a very good wife, none other than Madam Cecilia Legowo, of course, the better half of our Indonesian ambassador, Ambassador Legowo. Madam Cecilia, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Marissa. What about yourself?
I'm very fine. I miss the food that you serve us in your residence.
Anytime.
Anytime. Thank you. Madam Cecilia, how do you take good care of Mr. Ambassador?
Oh. Actually, I'd like to, I like always to prepare his favorite food at home and make our house cozy and spend quality time with our children together, especially during the weekend.
Madam Cecilia, I would like to ask this. What special food is really the favorite of Ambassador Legowo? What is his favorite food?
It's a very typical food from his region. He comes from the Central Java. And people from Central Java, they like to eat sweet food.
Oh, that's nice.
So although it's savory, but it still has a sweet taste. They are sweet people.
Sweet people, I can see that. After the term of office of Mr. Ambassador Legowo, he has to go back to his country. With you, of course. What do you really miss most?
For sure, I will miss the atmosphere here because people are very warm and very nice. I joined several clubs, and one of the clubs that I join every Friday is the Friday dancing group. And I have also a group with all the spouses, head of
Yeah, the
missions,
Shom.
the Shom,
Of
yes.
course.
I'm gonna miss them, of
Yeah,
course.
but we have the fashion show. You're so elegant there.
Thank you. And I will miss also my friends in the FA, the IBS ladies.
Correct. The International Bazaar Foundation.
Exactly.
Yes, with Madam Gretchen also.
Right.
But anyway, Indonesia and Philippines are so close. You can always come. When you are back, just give me a call. I'm just a text away so we can see each other.
Sure, sure.
Diba? But you don't have to go now because definitely we have to hear Mr. Ambassador sing a very wonderful tune for us. You have to be with us.
Really?
Yes! Mga kaibigan, ayan po, katatapos lamang po na napakagandang interview natin with our ambassador, of course, Madam Cecilia Legowo. Don't go away because we will be back with a very beautiful music from our Indonesian ambassador only here in Buhay OFW.
Ay remit, may ngiti sa bawat padala. Ay remit, mag-ay remit.
Buhay OFW. Buhay OFW.
Ang Buhay OFW ay hatid sa inyo ng Environment Solutions, Flood Barriers, Flood Protection, Flood Management, Poshum Global, The Green Company, Eco-Friendly Steel Frames, The Manila Times, Drive It, EIFS Systems, as green as it gets.
EGI Albergo di Feroca Hotel, Baguio City, where every day is a holiday.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from our Indonesian singing ambassador. Let's do it, Mr. Ambassador.
Baby, let me be your lovely teddy bear. Put the chains around my neck and lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be your teddy bear.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't want to be your tiger, 'cause tiger will play too loud. I don't want to be your lion, 'cause lion know the kind you love enough. Oh, let me be your teddy bear. I want to be your teddy bear.
Wow! Wonderful! Now, Mr. Ambassador, let's hear it from you dahil sa'yo.
Dahil sa'yo, nais kong mabuhay. Dahil sa'yo, hanggang mamatay, dapat mong tantuin, wala nang ibang giliw. Puso ko tanungin, ikaw at ikaw rin. Dahil sa'yo, ako'y lumigaya. Pagmamahal ay alayan ka. Kung tunay mang ako'y ay alipinin mo ang lahat sa buhay ko'y dahil sa'yo.
Wow! Mr. Ambassador! Matapos ang pinamalas na galing sa pagkanta at pagtugtog ng gitara ni Ambassador Yohanes CRISTIARTO Suryo Legowo, ipinasyal naman niya kami sa loob ng Indonesian Embassy. Sumakay pa kami sa pinasadya niyang passenger jeep na may tatak Jakarta, Manila na actual niyang ginagamit kapag dumadalo siya sa mga official functions around Metro Manila. Ipinamalas din ni Ambassador Legowo ang kanyang galing sa pagtugtog ng organ. Maraming salamat, Ambassador and Madam Legowo, sa inyo pong mainit na pagtanggap sa amin. Magbabalik po ang Buhay OFW. Nakibahagi po ang Buhay OFW sa ginanap na National Day ng Indonesia. Kilala sa tawag na Hari Merdeka, ang napakahalagang araw na ito ay isang selebrasyon para ipagdiwang ang natamong kalayaan ng Indonesia noong 1945. Ang Indonesia at ang ating bansa ay nagkakaisa sa pagsulong ng national development and regional security. Mula sa Buhay OFW, congratulations on your 68th anniversary of your independence.
Investment opportunities para sa OFW hatid ng Mega World International.
Nais mo ba ng kakaibang property investment? Consider an investment sa isang exceptional condotel from MegaWorld. Di ito karaniwang condotel dahil located ito sa Boracay Island. Named as the world's best island ng US-based magazine Travel Plus Leisure, ang Boracay ay ang paboritong destination ng ating tourist. Dahil dito, mas magiging sulit ang inyong investment. Be a part of the vibrant Philippine tourism industry through MegaWorld Savoy Hotel at Boracay No Cost. Ang MegaWorld International ay ang property one-stop shop at housing supermarket ng overseas Pinoy at ang authorized marketer at seller ng residential projects ng MegaWorld, ang #1 condo developer sa Pilipinas. Sa Savoy Hotel, you can invest in a twin suite, queen suite, junior suite, or executive suite. Aside from having a condominium certification of title, pwede mong iparent ang inyong unit sa mga turista sa Boracay through the property's very own hotel management. At Savoy, guests will enjoy VIP accommodations na super affordable at malapit pa sa beach. Gaya ng isang luxury hotel, punong-puno ng amenities ang Savoy. Merong swimming pool complex, pavilion, cafe, outdoor spa, fitness center, meeting rooms at business center. May adult wading pool na may wet bar kung saan palaging may party ala Ibiza. As part of Boracay No Cost, isa sa pinakamalaking development sa island, ang Savoy ay may direct access sa mga offerings nito. May shop houses, retail centers, event venues at iba pa na pwedeng i-explore ng ating mga turista. Savoy Hotel in Boracay No Cost. Dito, maganda ang returns ng inyong investment. Nakatulong ka pa sa tourism ng ating bansa. Contact the MegaWorld International Office in your territory for more information on this Boracay project. Para naman po sa mga OFW na bibisita sa Pilipinas, please call the following local numbers. At kung ikaw ay online, visit www.megaworldinternational.com.
Ay remit, may ngiti sa bawat padala. Ay remit, mag-ay remit.
Buhay OFW. Buhay OFW.
Ang Buhay OFW ay hatid sa inyo ng West Insula Condominium, Beauty and Intelligence. Dare to compare, more than just a trophy. It's a jewel. Fukoidan Slimming Rejuvenation and Wellness Center. A Fukoidan capsule. Look young, live longer. A gift of health from the sea.
EGI Pamulinawen Hotel, Lawag City.
Kamakailan ay nagsagawa ng Zero Remittance Day ang ating mga kapatid na OFW para maipakita nila ang kanilang pagtutol sa di umano'y maling paggamit ng PDAF o ng pork barrel.
Nagkakaisa po ang halos lahat ng mga migranteng Pilipino na nasa labas at loob ng bansa, pati na rin ang kanilang pamilya, especially, na napupunta ho yung mga remittances nila sa korupsyon ng gobyerno. Samantalang ang mga migranteng Pilipino ay nagtitiis ng pagkahaba-habang panahon sa iba't ibang bansa. Pag nagkaroon ng kapahamakan o sakuna, sila ho yung huling-huling nabibigyan ng serbisyo. Kaya ho, ang inaabot po ng mga migrante, yung tinig po ng migrante, nagkakaisa dito sa issue ng pork barrel.
Ayon sa Migrante spokesperson na si kapatid MICK CATUIRA, seryoso at nagkakaisa ang mga migranteng Pilipino mula sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo sa panawagang tanggalin ang pork barrel.
Ang mga pamilya po ng mga OFW mismo ang nagsasabi na kaya ho nilang magtiis kasi nagtitiis din naman po ang mga pamilya ng migrante kahit na po sumasahod ang mga pamilya nila na nasa abroad. Kahit po ma-delay ang pagpapadala ng remittances ng OFW, nakakapagtiis sila. Kasi po, Ganun din naman ang nangyayari. Ngayon po, unified na nga lang ang migrante sa pag-hold ng kanilang remittances. At pwede nila yung patagalin. At naniniwala po ako na ang pamilya ho nila ay nakikiisa dahil sila man ay tumatawag ng Zero Remittance Day.
Bukod sa pork barrel, may iba pang mga issues na naisiparating ang migrante sa ating pamahalaan.
Sa ngayon po, nakikita po natin yung Saudi crackdown. Nagkaroon po siya ng deadline noong July 3. Ngayon po na-extend ng November 3. Ang problema po sa kanila, yung 6,000 na mahigit na natira doon na humihingi ng repatriation, ay kakarampot pa lang po yung napapauwi nila. At napakarami pa po doon sa ating shelters, doon sa abroad. Marami pa rin pong nasa tent city. Ang nandoon sa tent city sa ngayon at nagkakanda matay, nagkakanda sakit. Pero wala hong serbisyong na ibibigay itong ating gobyerno. Kung meron man hong napapauwi, talagang mangilan-ngilan lang. And dumating pa po itong Libya, ito pong Syria, ito pong Egypt. Tapos ngayon po sa Malaysia ay nag-uumpisa na rin sila mag-conduct ng kanilang crackdown. Napakalaki na ho ng problema nitong mga to, ng mga OFWs natin. At pagdating dito sa Pilipinas, wala silang suportang nakukuha. Yung 10,000 emergency relief assistance na hinihingi ng mga OFW na pagka tagal-tagal na panahon, hindi pa rin ho na ibibigay.
Narito ang naging paliwanag ni kapatid Nestor Burayag ng OWWA sa issue ng repatriation para sa mga kapatid nating OFWs sa Saudi Arabia.
Feedbacks we're getting or reports we're getting from the Middle East as far as these amnesty abelis are concerned is that medyo mahirap po kasi yung proseso in such a way na I think yung Saudi authorities is just giving, kasi maraming nationalities involved, hindi lang Pilipinos yung nag-a-avail nung amnesty, maraming nationalities yan. In fact, ang sabi nila, each country is given 1 day to process yung mga exit permits, no? And ang feedback na talagang napakarami. So, yung proseso ng authorities is beyond our control. Although, pag na-issue naman yan ng exit visa, immediately nakaka-uwi kasi available na yung ticket, no? Which the embassy and OWWA provides. And immediately upon issuance ng exit, ando naman yung available yung ticket. But ang problema nga is yung proseso na ginagawa sa Saudi Arabia, which is beyond our control, no? And knowing the authorities ng Saudi, talagang medyo mabagal sila magtrabaho. And because of the volume also. Kaya talagang kung inaasahan natin na marami, although marami na nakauwi, no? Talagang marami lang talaga yung volume nung gustong umuwi is that hindi na ganun kabilis talaga yung processing. So, hindi natin kontrolado, beyond our control. Ang requirement kasi for them to go home is yung exit visa. Napaka-importante nun. Once na na-issue yung exit visa, in fact, pag may yung officer natin sa Jeddah and Riyadh, pag merong na-issue ng exit visa and they inform us here sa home office na kailangan ng ticket, we can immediately send the ticket. Kung nag-request sila today, we can immediately process yung exit, yung ticket. Because ang instruction ng ating gobyerno is pauwiin agad. No? So once na sinabi sa amin na travel ready na to, may exit visa, kailangan ng ticket, we can immediately dispatch the ticket.
I remit, may ngiti sa bawat padala. I remit, I remit.
Good news! Nominations for the Buhay OFW Mr. and Miss Citizens of the World 2014 is now open. Maaari na pong ipadala ang inyong mga natatanging kwentong Buhay OFW and win fabulous prizes. Be the 2014 Buhay OFW Mr. and Miss Citizens of the World at magsilbing inspirasyon para sa mas magandang Buhay OFW.
Buhay OFW.
Ang Buhay OFW ay hatid sa inyo ng San Miguel Corporation. Drive it. EIFS Systems. As green as it gets. A Fucoidan capsule. Look young. Live longer. A gift of health from the sea. Southville International School and Colleges.
Ka-Fellow Shop, providing the best business opportunity. Accountant si kapatid JULITO TUPAZ sa isang malaking oil drilling company sa Tripoli, Libya. 10 taon siyang OFW doon.
God will na mapunta ako ron dahil dito po sa Pilipinas medyo nagpa-practice po ako ng profession ko as accountant. And then nagkaroon po ng pagkakataon na makapag-abroad, nag-abroad po ako.
Wala sa plano ni JULITO ang umuwi, pero napilitan siyang bumalik ng Pilipinas nang sumiklab ang giyera sa Libya.
Ang buhay po doon ay simple, napakamura po ng mga bilihin, tahimik, napakatahimik na bansa. Kahit ka maglakad sa karsada, hindi ka matatakot na baka ikaw ay mapahamak. Meron nga po nagsabi sa amin na kahit matulog ka sa bangketa doon, ay magigising ka na wala man lang gumagalaw sa'yo. Ganun po ang description ko doon sa bansang Libya noon.
Maganda rin po ang pamamalakad ng kumpanyang pinapasukan niya.
Tuwing ikatlo, ikaapat na buwan, nakakauwi kami. At yun yung pribilehiyong ibinibigay sa amin ng aming kumpanya na makapiling namin ang aming pamilya patapos ng 3-4 na buwan. Isang buwan po kaming magbabakasyon na bayad po yun. Pati po yung transportation namin, bayad po yun. Bukod po kasi sa binibigay sa amin na pribilehiyo na yon, binibigyan po kami ng living allowance worth 700 dinar.
March 6, 2011 nang umuwi sa Pilipinas si JULITO. Wala siyang sinayang na sandali. Agad siyang nag-apply sa reintegration program ng ating pamahalaan. Dito niya natagpuan ang isang magandang oportunidad.
Kabaitan po ng Panginoong Diyos, yun po ang talentong ibinigay sa akin. So bukod po sa nakinabang ako doon sa ano na yon, nakatulong pa po ako sa maraming mga OFW na hindi po sila marunong gumawa ng business plan. Kumita din po ako ng kaunti.
Sa ngayon, kulang-kulang 50 OFW na ang natulungan niya sa paggawa ng business plan.
Magaganda po yung mga nababalitaan ko sa kanila dahil sa nakapag-umpisa sila at gumanda naman po yung mga takbo ng kanilang negosyo. Meron pong nagtayo ng bigasan, meron pong inland farming o inland fish pond.
Malaki ang paniniwala ni kapatid JULITO na sa pamamagitan ng sikap at tiyaga, may pag-asang gumanda ang ating buhay dito sa sarili nating bayan.
Kasi po andito lahat ng oportunidad. Yung alam po, kung minsan nagkukulang din tayo sa ano natin to, kaalaman sa paano patakbuhin ng isang negosyo. At mahanga po ako sa programa ng ating Pangulo na kaming mga OFW, nabigyan kami ng training, seminar, entrepreneurs training, para maayos namin na mapamahalaan yung aming mga itatayong maliliit na negosyo.
Sa susunod na Buhay OFW, kikilalanin natin ang mga pinagmamalaking OWWA Scholar Top-Notchers sa licensure examination para sa Registered Electrical Engineers. Alamin ang kwento ni kapatid Ernesto Valerio na nagsisikap sa ibang bansa para sa pag-aaral ng kanyang mga anak. Magkita-kita po tayo sa susunod na Buhay OFW. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtangkilik. Ang Buhay OFW po ang magsisilbing tulay para maihatid sa buong mundo ang inyong mga kwentong Buhay OFW. Ako po ang inyong kapatid na handang maglingkod, Marissa del Mar, kakampi, kaibigan at kapatid ng mga manggagawang Pilipino sa buong mundo. Ito ang Buhay OFW.
Ang Buhay OFW ay inihatid sa inyo ng San Miguel Corporation, Mega World International, ang property one-stop shop at housing supermarket ng Overseas Pinoy. Drive it, wall cladding system as green as it gets. South Insula Condominium, beauty and intelligence. Dare to compare. because the real home is beautiful inside and out. Southville International School and Colleges.
Ka-Fellow Shop, providing the best business opportunity.
iRemit Global Remittances. May ngiti sa bawat padala.
Davis, Paint Reinvented. The Sen Institute, the art of beauty perfected from within.
Buhay OFW, pangarap mo'y matutupad. Sa iyong pagsisikap, ang araw ay sisikat.